involved in many facets of 4-H and agriculture, such as leadership, community service, citizenship, and livestock showing, I can say that agriculture has shaped me into the person that I am today. To fully express to you all the power and reach ag education has, we have to go back a few generations. An educator by the name of Sam Womble from the Rio Grande Valley relocated his wife and 3 kids so they could have better opportunities in a bigger city. The San Antonio area was where they ended up and where he spent 31 years teaching agriculture classes. In the 1980s at James Madison High School, one of his classes included a city girl named Rosie Coleman, my mom. His love of teaching and mentoring youth continued even after his retirement. His mantra in life was to look for the good in everybody and in every situation. He knew the limitations of teaching city kids, but that never discouraged him. He genuinely treated all of his students as if they were his own children. In those formative years and under the leadership of Mr. Womble, his students had life-changing experiences in his ag classes. With livestock projects, he taught kids how to care for something other than themselves. In horticulture class, Mr. Womble taught the importance of being a good steward and caretaker of the land provided by the school barn. In meat processing, he explained not only where our food comes from, but the importance of animal nutrition. Mr. Womble imparted to his students the importance of being accountable for their actions and taught them that they could make a difference in this world regardless of their background. My mom will be the first to tell you that she feels she learned more about real life in those 4 years at the barn than she did in any classroom. It was because of the principles, values, and wisdom that one teacher taught over 26 years ago that got me involved in agriculture. The passion for ag within my mom was passed down to me, and when I turned 8, I hit the ground running with horse judging and showing horses. Soon after, I started showing lambs and goats, followed by pigs, then a heifer, rabbits, and some chickens, and finally this fall I'll be showing turkeys. My mom wanted me to cover all the species so I could learn about each one with the hopes of me helping younger 4-H'ers with their livestock projects. I've been taught from an early age the origins of the food on my plate, and I see showing livestock as an opportunity to show the process of how food gets on the dinner table at home. I believe the old saying, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day, teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime rings true. We who get into agriculture look forward in earnest to the knowledge of what we will gain along the way. Lasting relationships, a network of truly good people, life skills that can be applied outside the barn, and an experience unlike any other. What these opportunities yield for our youth is more than that which can be summarized by leading an animal around the ring. Organizations like 4-H and FFA are underestimated for their life-altering. When you partake in such projects, you become a part of something so much bigger than yourself. They prepare our youth in ways that cannot be fathomed, and their values cannot be outweighed by the color of the ribbon awarded. Participation in agriculture, being involved, truly rounds out an individual. Heavy involvement with community service projects and putting the interests and welfare of others before your own puts things into perspective and reminds us of what is truly important. From soup donations that benefit local food banks to large-scale collections to help those that have lost everything in natural disasters far away or right down the road, agriculture and organizations like 4-H and FFA bring people together. Even though we never met, even though 29 years have passed since my mom felt that tug at her heart for agriculture, the passion and love that Mr. Sam Womble demonstrated and lived out for all the kids in his high school ag class still lives on now with me. The relevance of agriculture extends far outside the classroom. This new generation has not had the same exposure to agriculture as previous ones have. Gone are the days of driving down the road and seeing a farm or a field of crops. Now when a child looks out their window on the way to school or church, they are faced with grocery stores, neighborhoods, and housing developments. The reality of how food ends up in the refrigerator or pantry at home, or even the grocery store for that matter, is lost. Perspective is lost, and raising a generation with no regard or care for agriculture, or for the agriculture industry in Texas, is dangerous. These kids are our future, our upcoming senators and representatives, voters, and citizens. In a fast-paced world where concrete structures are dominating rural areas more and more every day, the future of ag is in more need of security than ever before. This is why ag education is so vital in the classroom. You as educators are in a position to influence our youth in a positive way and place the same love for ag in their hearts as Mr. Womble did for his students so many years ago. You have the opportunity to create a legacy and ensure the future of an industry that we all owe so much to. You are the catalyst, and your students will in return will be nothing short of enriched because of you. An industry that feeds you is an industry that's worth fighting for. Thomas Jefferson once said, Agriculture is our wisest pursuit because it will in the end contribute most to real wealth, good morals, and happiness. The ultimate goal of farming is not the growing of crops, but the cultivation and perfection of human